Lyle, as you were growing up, and I'm directing your attention now to when you were living in the Muncie house and then later in the Pennington house, were there films that were made available to you and your brother?
Yes.
Where did these films come from?
My dad brought them home with other videos.
Would you and your brother sneak and watch them, or how would you see them?
My dad would, we would just watch them together.
What's the earliest age that you remember being shown films like this?
I remember some films in Muncie at the end. Mostly I remember in Pennington.
What types of things would be portrayed in these films?
It was mostly, I remember a whole bunch of the films. There would be films with gang rape. There was one film centered around a woman that was riding her bike and was abducted and brought to a forest and gang rape. And there was another different film where there was females, 3 females attacking another female, and the same in the men's locker room with 3 guys and another guy. Blacks. And there was another film. It was like a film within a film where this filmmaker was making a lot of money selling these that he would take place in a red room, and then the premise of the film is they eventually find out that the killings in the red room is real, and that's why the films are so good. And there were lots of them.
Did your father show these films to other people?
Only as just shock value.
How do you mean? Who would he show them to?
He showed them to Peter Goldsmith. He showed them to neighbors in the Pennington house when they would come over at times. He would tell me in advance he was going to do this, and it was more to embarrass my mother than anything else, but he would just put on this video and people would sort of settle in, and then he'd shock them. He showed them for some of my friends that would come over every once in a while. He'd just throw one on, and it really wasn't very bothered by him, and we would watch them together.